Rains are also affecting parts of Limpopo, which is where our Newzroom Afrika reporter Zola Sholwana joins us. This is Thohoyandou, where low-lying bridges have been washed away, and it's led to some road closures there. Zola, good morning. We're looking at some visuals there. It looks like the person that's in our view is attempting to cross one of those low-lying bridges. We have heard warnings being issued about people attempting to do that because you can't anticipate how deep that water is or how quickly the water is moving. Tell us more about what you've been hearing and why residents in some cases are being pushed to make that dangerous journey.
Well, Iman, these low-lying bridges, you usually see them in most villages here in the Limpopo province, and this is how people are able to get to their destinations. People that are in the agricultural sector, some of the people are actually fishing in these rivers. So residents here at Hasani village are forced to cross through this bridge every day, as you see the gentleman trying to make his way. It's unfortunate that this is the only route that he can use to get to the other side of the village. We have seen cars turn back because some people could see that, the water is actually quite deep and the current is strong. So that is really a huge risk for someone to try and cross. But for those that do not have a choice and they have to get to their destinations or places of work, this is what they have to go through. And this is how the situation has been like, Iman, for the past 2 weeks as, Limpopo has been receiving quite heavy rainfalls, especially in the Vembe district. You would understand that this is not the first time we are here for floods. Beginning of this year, we were at Waterberg municipality where villagers could not get to their destinations because low-lying bridges were cut off, and as a result they had asked for the government to intervene because they've always raised issues and concerns about these kind of bridges and how dangerous they are and how people have no choice but to use them under these circumstances. But, it actually has gotten to a point where now people have to cross through these bridges, considering the dangers that actually come with it. When we spoke to some gentlemen earlier on, they told us that sometimes children cross through this bridge. But because the water right now has increased due to the heavy rainfalls, they try and make sure that there are no children that are, at a young age that actually can pass through here, because that is really dangerous. Iman, that's really the situation here. We have seen the havoc that has been caused by these heavy rainfalls, with some people having to be redirected and use other roads to get to their destination until the rain actually subsides. And we are told that in October last year it was so dry that these residents were hoping for days like these, but I don't think that they had anticipated that the situation would get to this point. Let's see if we can be able to speak to the gentleman. Abuti, thank you very much for your time. Just take us through how you were feeling when you were crossing the bridge on the other side.
No, aku kahle la bridge. So na loko hi hinda hi twa ku vava swinene cause na loko hi ri ku fambeni a hi right lawani, and then hi nga ha no hi khukhuriwa timovha a ti hindi, and then loko hi ya madorobeni hi famba hi kona, and then a ku na lexi xi nga ta hi lunghela cause na loko ni langusa lawani a ku kahle.
So ke tsela o e berekisang every day how o tsamaya mo tseleng
lawa hi famba hi kona ka hi ya mitirhweni, cause loko hi ya mitirhweni a hi kumi ku famba kahle, cause loko hi kha hi ri ku fambeni lawani ku dangerous, cause loko hi langusa ku na ti-crocodile la sometimes ta yima ehla ka bridge, and hi fanekele hi famba hi lawani. Loko kha hi langusa a hi fanekele hi endleliwa bridge, and then hi ta kota ku famba kahle na timovha ta kota ku famba kahle.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. That was one of the residents, Iman, essentially telling us that it is not safe to use this bridge, especially during this time of the season where there are heavy rainfalls here, and they have communicated with the relevant authorities about the dangers of this bridge and how they should actually build them a proper bridge that people will be able to utilize. But we are seeing vehicles as well that are making their way, especially especially heavy vehicles like your bakkies, because a small car wouldn't really take that risk looking at how the water is. And Iman, this is really how life has been for residents in some villages under the Vemba district during this rainy season.
Struggle there, especially when there's bad weather. Zola, Sholwana, thank you very much. Let's continue.